To do when installing the pickguard is just identify our wires. So wiring up an ST or S-style kit's pretty easy to do. It's one of the more straightforward ones, but we still need to identify our wires. So when you're looking at this volume pot here, the output lug is the middle lug, so we know that that's going to go to our output jack. That means these two other wires here are going to be earths, and they're soldered to the earth lug, which is soldered back on top of the back of the pot, and all the electrical components up on a ground circuit, which is then connected to the bridge of the guitar, which is then connected to the strings. As long as we know which are our wires and where they can go, we can thread them through the body before putting the pickguard on. As we know, our red is going to go to our output jack, which is here, and we'll choose black as well. So we will still need to take the pickguard out after we've fitted it now, and just marking it up for pilot holes. So once that pickguard's in place, just make sure it's positioned well. So when we're putting screws into the body of this guitar, the screws themselves are quite small and fragile, so we need to drill pilot holes first. So I'm just marking the location of those now. We want to drill to about 2/3 depth of the screw, so I'm just using some tape there just to mark the depth of the screw on the drill bit, just so I've got a reference. Also, just because this guitar's a painted finish, I'm just going to go around and chamfer those holes, just chamfer the edges so that the screws don't chip the paint. So I'm just using a small drill bit. Okay, and just remembering our wires. So we know this one's going to the bridge, these two are going to the input jack. As I said, these small screws are fairly fragile, so it can also be an idea to dip the screws in wax. If on a harder body guitar, this was a mahogany body, so I'm a little less concerned. These should go in fairly easily. So next,